use. Things like training of employees. People think that, yes, without the employees being trained, the asset cannot be used. No, the asset is ready for its intended use, whether you train the people or not. So training of staff can not also be included in the initial cost of the asset. It will be written off in the profit or loss account. So this is one of the key mistakes that you need to make sure you avoid the initial measurement of the asset. It is the purchases cost or the manufacturing cost plus all other directly attributable costs incurred in bringing the asset to its present use, and excludes staff training cost, commissioning cost, feasibility study, and any other non-directly attributable cost that is incurred. The second mistake that you need to avoid in IAS 16 is improper depreciation. Many people screw up with the calculation of the depreciation. This is the subsequent measurement of the asset. Now, on subsequent measurement of the asset, it is important to understand how the depreciation is done. Now, especially when we are dealing with a straight line method, with a straight line method, the depreciation charge is going to be the cost of the asset minus the scrap value divided by the economic useful life of the asset. If it is less than 1, then we're going to be doing x over 12, where the x represents the period from the initial measurement to the year ended. Now, the error that some people commit here is that when they are calculating the carrying amount of the asset, they will subtract the scrap value from the initial measurement, then they will calculate the depreciation and subtract that as well. So it means that in the determination of the carrying amount, they are subtracting the scrap value, subtracting the depreciation for the year in arriving at the carrying amount. No, that is not how we deal with straight line depreciation and scrap value issue. The way you deal with it is that you bring your initial cost, then you less your depreciation. The scrap value will be used only in the calculation of the depreciation. It doesn't affect the actual carrying amount of the asset. So you don't bring it as an absolute figure. That is something that you need to understand. Then reducing balance basis. Remember that on reducing balance basis, you are calculating depreciation using the carrying amount of the asset. So as the year goes by, the depreciation charge also reduces. But these are not the only two methods of depreciation. We can depreciate assets using the total production units on the asset. We can depreciate the asset using the number of hours expected to be used by the asset. So it is important you know the method of depreciation that is applicable and how to do the calculation. If we are using the production units or the machine hours available, then what you have to do is to calculate the depreciation